Before the baby or fetus is born, it is not a human being, clearly. But as it passes through the birth canal, something amazing happens that transforms it into a person with human rights. Observe, not a person, not a person, not a person, coming out the other end, a person! Human rights! Congratulations, you now have value. Can't say the same for this one.
And now I'm joined by Laura Klassen. She's the executive director of Choice42, which you can find online. She's also hysterically funny, as you've just seen, and as I wish I could show you more of. She's been putting out some videos lately. One of them went viral. So first of all, congratulations for the great work you're doing, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, Laura, I was curious to ask you right away whether you have a theater background and whether you're specifically, I don't know if you were trained in comedic things, but you nailed this, I think.
Yes, I have a theater background. I am actually an opera singer. I've worked professionally for the past 10 years. There's a lot of comedy in opera, I suppose.
Yeah. Incidentally, my mother was really into opera, so I was raised on a lot of it. And it's amazing stuff because in opera, it is all of the skill that it takes to be a comedic stage actor, plus having amazing pipes. So I'm impressed to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
But anyway, specifically, I was really impressed with the fact that you did something that I think is totally important to making an argument that is basically political, or that actually has an essay behind it, that actually has an important, heartfelt point, namely your pro-life position. But essential to getting that point across in a way that's comedic is that you told that from the perspective of a pro-choice person, not only in that video, but in several of your videos.
Right.
What do you think of the fact that, because I've argued that you kind of have to have this sympathy with the position that you are working against, or your message won't work, especially in comedy. Rule number 1, there has to be some common bond between the comedian and the audience. Rule number 2, even if it's mean comedy, there still has to be some common bond between the comedian and the target of the jeers, except when there isn't.
Right. Well, yeah, because if you just tell someone that, no, you're wrong, and your view is ridiculous, then that's going to get nowhere. But It is a ridiculous view in terms of, a baby not being a human being until it's born. So we just wanted to play that up, to just show how ridiculous it is from that side.
Yeah. What do you think in general? This is a weird question because I'm sure you're mostly thinking as a pro-life activist here.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in your thoughts in general about entertainment because
Right.
I really think you nailed this in terms of being funny on the topic of abortion. That's quite a challenge, and you really did it. When you look at entertainment in general, what are your thoughts on certain controversies lately about like late night comedy not being as funny as it used to be, a lot of comedy being very, very political? I'm thinking of like Samantha Bee calling the first daughter a nasty name a couple of days ago, and in general, things like that.
I don't think being vulgar is ever funny from either side. So we definitely don't do anything like that. Comedy in general, it's funny, like we didn't even intend for this video to really be funny. We just wanted a video that we hoped would go viral. And I guess the sarcasm, it did end up funny, but it wasn't like we started out to make a funny video. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it worked out that way. You're going to be making more of these in a similar style? Is this going to be a major part of the organization's witness in the future, or what do you think?
Yeah, probably. The video before this one, which was the Body Inside My Body, was the first kind of video that we made like this.
Instead of my body, my choice, what we should be saying is our bodies, my choice. Because when you're pregnant, as the larger, stronger body, it's totally up to you about what happens to the smaller, weaker body inside your body. Because that's fair. That's what human rights are all about.
And it did pretty well for, a little Canadian pro-life organization. So we took what we learned from that and then made this one. So we we hoped that this one would kind of catch on, which it did. And so now I think we kind of have a good idea as to, where we're going to take it in the future. And we do have our next one in the works already.
Ooh, goody. I can't wait. Don't forget to send me a link to that.
Okay.
Now, you founded this organization how long ago?
Not even 3 years ago.
And when you initially started it, it wasn't like you were founding an entertainment organization, right? You were founding a pro-life activism organization, or were you planning on entertainment from the start?
We weren't planning on entertainment. We were planning on using social media to engage with the public about this topic. You know, all of the pro-life stuff gets shut down. Nothing gets through, especially here in Canada. If you go the graphic images route, you're just shut down. So I was looking at like popular mainstream media and just kind of seeing how everyone else is doing it and how things are, you know, taking off in that way. So initially it was more of an organization reaching out to women facing an unplanned pregnancy, which we still totally are doing. We also, though, want to engage the public and bring the topic up, especially here in Canada, where, you know, our Prime Minister has basically said that the conversation is over.
Right. Yeah, he's been very aggressive. And in fact, actually, it's funny you bring up Justin Trudeau. I think he's overplayed his hand in a lot of ways in his sort of culture war aggression.
Removing rights to abortion is not in line with where we are as a government.
It's harder to paint you and your position in general as the bad guys when you have somebody saying pretty nasty stuff from the highest position in the government, which is Justin Trudeau. He's like, shut up. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. No free speech.
Right, exactly. It makes him sound like Darth Vader. So I think that it's really cool that what you just said about when you're starting out, you were saying, I want to look what everyone else is doing that's effective.
Yeah.
Right? In other words, rather than saying, I don't know, I'm right, so I'm just going to thump my chest and say, I'm right.
Right.
It's more like, hey, look, every company in the world is trying to get its message out through social media, through quick videos that are usually humorous and colorful.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that you took that approach. I think that's really, really important in general for activists in worthy causes to imitate, don't you think?
Yeah. So I started it really because I was a volunteer at my local pregnancy care center. And I realized that women had no idea that the pregnancy care centers existed or the maternity homes. And there are quite a few of them across Canada. So when they're faced with the unplanned pregnancy, they're searching online, and what's popping up is the abortion clinics who are saying, come in and we'll discuss your options. But if you go into an abortion clinic to discuss your options, you're going to be getting an abortion. So I felt, again, that we really needed to be utilizing social media and the search engines and all these kind of things to essentially intercept women as they're searching for help. So we put together our database of pregnancy support resources, so any woman can go on there and search for what's available in her local area and connect that way. But we just wanted to really reach out and show women that they do have an option besides abortion, and that there are all of these organizations out there that will help them to choose life.
Right. That's awesome. It's kind of neat that you've started something that's almost like giving air support to already existing and in many ways thriving offerings for women in crisis pregnancy situations.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're giving free advertising in a way.
Yeah, we are. We are advertising for them for free, but that's what we want to do.
That's very cool. All right. When can we expect your next video? And because we want it immediately.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, we're working on it. We've got the script kind of going, and we need maybe a guy to be in this video. So we'll see.
Sign me up. Sign me up. This is my thing. I love being in front of a camera, and the camera loves me, I hear. But anyway, well, thank you very much. We've been talking with Laura Klassen. She's the executive director of Choice42. You can find Choice42 online at choice42.com. Easy to remember. That's the number 42.com. And also your work is on YouTube. And is there anything else that our viewers can do to keep up to date on your work?
Yeah, well, just follow us on social media. We have a newsletter that they can sign up for if they'd like to do that on our website. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, Laura. Look forward to having you on again soon.
Oh, thank you.